Hey guys, welcome back to the Daily Departure. For those of you that might be new here, I am a Chicago-based flight attendant and I post videos about all things flight attendant, travel, and lifestyle. And today I'm going to be taking you through my apartment on a little tour. Before I take you on a tour of my home, make sure to subscribe to the Daily Departure and also ring the bell so you get notifications when I'm posting new videos. I absolutely love my apartment, which is why I wanted to show it to you guys and give you a rundown of all my different rooms and how we decorated them. I live in the city of Chicago in a 2-bedroom apartment in the neighborhood Wicker Park. I originally lived in this neighborhood for 6 months and then I traded it to live downtown for a year, but I was so in love with this neighborhood that I had to move back. Wicker Park is pretty close to downtown. It's just a few stops away on the Blue Line, which is the train in Chicago. It's a wonderful neighborhood because it has a good mix of the homey residential vibe as well as the city vibe with tons of different bars and restaurants and shops. It is just my favorite neighborhood in Chicago and I absolutely love it. I live with my sister who is a lawyer, so we have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment and it is 821 square feet. Our apartment is part of a multi-unit high-rise and it has different amenities such as a workout gym as well as a rooftop. We don't go to the rooftop as much because obviously in Chicago it gets really cold and snowy in the winter, but also because we have a phenomenal view from our living room. So who needs to go sit outside in the wind and rain and snow when you can have the same view while sitting on your couch? Because I live with my sister and both of us have different aesthetics and styles and are both also very into interior design, we had to make sure that our finished product was an even blend of her style and mine, as well as fitting with the functionality of the apartment. So let's go check it out. In my bedroom, I went with a really simple and minimalist aesthetic. I decided to go with a white comforter and sheets because it just helps to open up the room in small spaces. Colors like this can be really helpful to make it not feel as cramped. And then on my bed, I went with really simple accent pillows. I have a big fluffy white pillow, a mustard colored velvet pillow, and my favorite, my little accent pillow that has a skyline of Chicago. Then on my nightstand, I have really simple pieces, just one bedside lamp, as well as a bamboo charger port. I have a lot of different products that I charge, so I decided to invest in one of these for this apartment because it's a really great way to have a charging station next to your bed without having a million cords sitting on the floor or sitting on the dresser. One of my favorite pieces that I own is this 3-piece wall art that I have hanging above my bed. We decided to hang it here because I don't have a headboard, so having these 3 pieces next to each other acts as my substitute headboard. My dresser area is my favorite part of my room. I absolutely love the decor over here. First of all, my dresser is great because it really covers that whole wall. Then I have a lot of fun different accents sitting on top of the dresser, such as plants, airport maps, and this beautiful tray that I got from HomeGoods. I really wanted to add some plants in my room, whether they are fake or real, because having that green tone is just really lively and it adds a nice color to the room. And that's a theme that we also carried out through the entire apartment. Now, hanging on my wall are 3 hexagons that my middle sister Natalie actually helped me make a couple years ago, and I've had these in a couple different apartments. I also have a little cat figurine that I got when I was in Tokyo. One of my other favorite pieces that I own is the wall art next to the hexagons. This is a scene from Pulp Fiction, which is my all-time favorite movie. The one thing that I don't love about my room is there is no in-wall closet. There is an armoire that is stationed in one of the corners. I don't hate it that much, but it definitely doesn't allow me to have a lot of flexibility in my room, especially because I have a queen mattress. This is pretty much the only way with the square footage of my room that the layout actually works. The one thing that I love about my room, which is actually a really weird quirk, is that I have no windows. In the entryway, we have a couple different fun pieces here as well. We have a large clock that's resting against the wall in the entrance to my bedroom, as well as a couple picture frames with some pictures of Chicago that I took. For storage purposes, we have a coat rack that's hanging on the wall, and this is a great place to dump all your purses and coats when you get into the apartment, especially because we live in Chicago and it can be cold a lot of the year, so it's nice to have a lot of those jackets that are readily available when you're about to walk out the door. We also have an entryway table here. This is one of my favorite things in the apartment because we have a letter letterboard, and we like to change out the sayings season by season or for different holidays, and it's just a nice little personal touch we can add. There are also 3 racks on this entryway table for shoes. Also in the entryway we have our spare closet, which I won't even go into there because it is filled to the brim with all of our extra coats and food items, suitcases, all that type of stuff. The best part about the closet though is it is super deep, so you really have a lot of extra storage. And right next to that entryway closet is our in-unit washer and dryer. This is one of the major perks of living in this apartment. If you have ever lived in a city, you know that it can be very hard to find a unit with an in-unit washer and dryer. Next up we have the bathroom, which is the one bathroom we have in this apartment, and my sister and I share it. Right above the toilet we have 3 planter boxes, again bringing in that plant life to the bathroom. On the other wall we have a storage piece with 3 shelves where we keep our toilet paper, our washcloths, as well as a tray with Q-tips and cotton pads. And then we also have a rack where we keep our cute accent towels. The sink is a simple pedestal sink. Then our shower curtain is super simple. It's just white with some gray stripes and some cute little tassels at the bottom. I love this piece because though it's really simple, it has a lot of texture. Outside of the bathroom in our little hallway, we do have a storage unit where we keep a lot of our bathroom items. It's nice to have this extra storage in the apartment so that you have somewhere to keep all of your personal care items. And on top of it, we have some fun accent pieces such as this orchid, these coffee table books, and a cheetah print box, which is also a theme throughout the apartment. Our kitchen and living room area is an open floor plan, even though we decided to design it so that it is split up between the different living spaces. Because our kitchen is so simple and just on one wall, that doesn't leave a lot of room for storage, and we love to cook, so we have a lot of kitchen items, which is why I purchased this metal utility cart. The metal utility cart is great because it gives us a lot of extra storage to put our different cooking gadgets such as my KitchenAid and my blender. Behind the main countertop space there is a ledge, which I love because it not only gives us more space to put our little decor items, but it also creates more space to use while cooking. Off the living room, we have our dining room area. We thought it was essential to create a dining room space that was separate from the living room. We accomplished this by having 2 different mirrors serve as bookends to the space. On one end, we have a full-length mirror, and on the other end, we have a beautiful gold mirror that sits on top of a black storage unit. This storage unit, as well as the dining room table, also matches some of our design elements that we have throughout the apartment. On top of the storage unit, we also have some coffee table books and a vase that is currently filled with eucalyptus leaves. We change this out throughout the year depending on the season and what different plants and flowers are in season. It's really great to have a piece like this in the apartment that is so versatile that you can switch out as the year goes on. The living room is my favorite room in this apartment. It is the perfect example of how my sister and I not only blended each other's style and aesthetics, but also matched different pieces with the design elements that already were part of the apartment. For example, the black casing that is on the windows in the apartment matches the coffee table as well as the side table and the lamp. Also, there is a large cement pillar that runs from floor to ceiling in the corner of the unit. We definitely integrated this industrial feel in a lot of the pieces. I absolutely love this couch. It was always my dream to own a gray sectional couch. I love how it fits in this apartment because with the L shape, it allows us to create a blocked off space that is specifically the living room. The pillows that we have on the couch allows us to have different textures and accents. Using these green velvet pillows not only incorporated the green tones that we have running throughout the apartment, it also added texture because of the velvety material. My favorite pillows that we have on this couch were actually designed and created by my sister and my mom. The leather piping on the pillows gave them more of an edgy vibe and also was a nod to some of the design elements in the apartment. The fabric used to create the pillows also adds some great texture to the couch. We selected a jute rug for this space. We love it because it softens the industrial vibe of the apartment. It does this through the warm gold tone and through the organic texture of the jute. Our coffee table has a black metal structure that accents the casing on the windows, and it also has a glass top. The original coffee table actually had a brown bottom, but my sister covered it with a marble contact paper to have it match the aesthetic of our apartment. Two of the books that we used in this space were our Wes Anderson books. We love the quirky aesthetic that he has in a lot of his movies, and we thought it was a great way to incorporate something that both of us love as sisters into our room. And then we have some National Geographics, and again, a leopard print box that matches the theme that runs throughout the apartment. On the top tier of this table, we also have some more of our personal touches. My sister has a green calcite rock that she got while traveling to Colorado. We also incorporated some of the other design aesthetics that we have throughout the apartment, like this pink candle, as well as this leopard print box that again you have seen as a theme throughout the apartment. In the corner of the room, we have a black lamp because we have no overhead lighting in this area of the room, and the side table is also one of my favorite pieces. It really blends the industrial look that this apartment has. And in one corner of the room we have our plants. This is a great way to add some more life to the room. This corner has pieces that soften up the industrial vibe that the apartment has. Now that I've showed you my apartment and how we designed it, let's talk about price. For this 2-bedroom apartment in the city of Chicago in the neighborhood of Wicker Park, we pay $2,495 a month. The nice part about this price is that all the utilities except electric are included in the rent. This is a pretty good price to pay for a 2-bedroom apartment given its location as well as its amenities such as a washer and dryer and unit, a dishwasher, a rooftop, and the amount of space that we have. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see my 2-bedroom apartment in the city of Chicago. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. My audio decided to cut out for the rest of the video, so I will send you off with this gorgeous view of Chicago from my apartment. If you want to see some more photos of my apartment, you can go ahead and find me on Instagram. I have some more photos in my highlight section of my Insta stories. Also make sure to subscribe to the Daily Departure and also hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I'm posting new videos. And I will see you next time on the Daily Departure.